Well, Merry Christmas, Mike, Rob, and Josh. May your holiday be filled with all the peace, love, and warmth of the season. And maybe, just maybe, a little snow on Christmas morning.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fun.
You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com. It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
As I was coming in from the Walmart, the Mart of Wall, that came on my Christmas channel. That actually came on the
that Bing Crosby thing?
The little drummer boy that he did with David Bowie, and it was really
Bowie.
exciting.
David Bowie, it's pronounced.
No, it's not. No, I disagree.
Well,
We'd
that's
have to
how
make a
Bing
debate
says
on
it.
that.
He says, "You do any of that in the Bowie household?"
Some of it really fine.
I watched it yesterday, and it is marvelous. And then YouTube wanted me to once again watch the version that John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell did as a scene-for-scene, line-for-line remake of it.
Yeah.
And it almost ruined the holiday for my entire family.
That's bad. I remember that. When we talked
so
about that the first time.
Bad.
Right out of the gate, I was at the Walmart because I had to get the Dr. Pepper for the Dr. Pepper experiment. Yesterday, a big discussion of Dr. Pepper on the show because we were talking about a commercial Dick Clark did where he talked about making it
hot,
cold, or hot. And this was on the heels of another video that showed somebody boiling the Dr. Pepper and then serving it as like a hot drink during the holidays.
Like
and
a toddy, Mike, almost.
I decided it would be a good idea to have the great Dr. Pepper experiment. It's not really a great experiment. I'm sure people have done it before, but it required us to, Josh and me particularly, to run out of our domiciles and grab the Dr. Pepper. In my case, grab a lemon, cut the slice of lemon, put it in a saucepan. I'll show you the saucepan I have right here. There it is.
Is that Calphalon?
I don't know what it is.
I think it is. Sure. It's nice.
Is it
Good
blurry
cookware.
still? Yeah.
No, it's nice. I see a giant.
Okay, let me see if it's blurry. Oh, it's not. It's my glasses that are blurry. So, got my cup, my glass cup, and got the Dr. Pepper in it. I have my ladle.
Yep.
And do you?
So you are prepared for a nice Christmas punch.
I'm prepared for a Christmas punch. I boiled the Dr. Pepper on the top of the stove with a slice of lemon in it. Was that the proper way to do it?
That's the way they did it in the modern version. Dick Clark served it with
Talking to the microphone, please.
Dick Clark served it with a lemon in the cup. He did not cook it with a lemon. So
well, but I think it can't hurt if you cook it with a lemon.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, Mike, anyone can drink hot Dr. Pepper the way they want. That's the
Josh
of the holidays.
informed me that he ran out to the 7-Eleven, did not have a lemon, and also then microwaved his Dr. Pepper.
I did microwave my Dr. Pepper, and I found some lemon juice in the fridge.
Oh, and it's organic. That's
it's organic.
Nice.
That's
so
interesting.
I can just add a little
Is
bit
that
of lemon.
reconstituted lemon juice? Because it's going to be very strong.
It does not say that. It says lemon squeeze organic lemon juice.
Mike, you look like the worst king in the whole place.
I will tell you that my Dr. Pepper, the big bottle of it that I got, exploded when I brought it in.
Well, you have to take it out before you warm it up.
No, I didn't warm it up in the bottle. But the bottle
use a
shook
double
around.
Boiler? Oh, it did, yeah.
So Josh, 7-Eleven microwave, kind of the minimal. Unlike the Beetlejuice, he brings up the rear here. I think I'm in second place. But as Josh Soroka predicted, the guy that would go all in on this is Alton Brown Spiewak, who, tell him what you did, Rob.
Mike, first of all, I have to say to Josh, you can't really microwave this. This is not, you need analog heat for this.
I Googled to find out if I can microwave it, and people said, yes, you can microwave it. I also learned that hot Dr. Pepper is good for a cold and a sore throat.
Okay. All right. So that was more information.
If you don't like tea.
I love the fact that Josh was consulting and going to like bloggers that drink hot Dr. Pepper on what's acceptable and what isn't.
Well, we didn't. It was new to us yesterday when we had it.
I didn't know how long I should microwave it for.
Okay. All right.
I told Julia over Thanksgiving, you get to be a certain age when you have all the kitchen tools you need to do almost anything in a recipe. And so when I found out we were doing this, I got out my
mangina.
Asshole. my Hamilton Beach electric kettle.
All right.
That
very
will
good.
bring it to
Very
and
good,
look,
Ellen.
Look, it's steaming. See?
Okay, that's good. So he
You
did
know what?
it.
Don't bring out
as
your. You are so insecure right
as
now
you
about
predicted,
your stupid
Josh.
saucepan.
As you predicted, he would go. He would have some device that would like a hot plate or something.
Do you
like
mean that as he predicted, I did it right?
You did it right. I give you credit. I'm giving you credit.
Yeah.
Except it's a little more modern for Rob. It's an electric kettle. I expected a hot plate and a nice old tea kettle.
I expected. I expected a wooden fire,
Yeah.
a hearth with a long shot of Rob.
When I tuned in to see
Mike.
Mike today, I expected to see a headstone, but it doesn't always happen. So.
Wow! Stop with your hostility. All right,
So
come
see,
on
Mike,
now.
the kettle
Right. Bring
sits
back
on
the
this.
joy.
It
Yeah, bring back the joy. You got a Santa hat on.
You're
and
pissing
I
on
had,
my joy.
I had you adjust it because it looked stupid when you came in, and it was
Yeah,
like
you wanna look
riding
good.
halfway up your massive head.
Mike, you want to look good in a Santa hat. Not stupid.
All right, so mine's
the
going to get
electric
cold.
kettle, Mike, look
Mine's
at
going to
this.
get cold.
Well,
You've got
drink
it.
it then.
You've
It
got.
sits on this base
let's
and
let's
stays
let's
warm.
do it. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's get to it. I'm going to do it first because I want to. So I'm gonna teeter over my thing here.
Do you have lemon for service, Mike?
I'll take the lemon slice that I boiled it with.
Okay.
Now, I just want to make sure.
Mike is drinking from a mason jar. Very
I'm gonna have a
old
nice-
school. I'm cutting my lemon right now.
All right,
and I'm squeezing my lemon juice in.
You see the lemon going into it right there?
Yeah, there it
There
is.
it is.
All right, and it's steaming up the inside. Let me go back to the other shot. It's steaming up. This is, by the way, a mason jar that was acquired at a place called the Magic Bus, which is in...
Too much, the Magic Bus. You love the Who, don't you?
Where is it? That's in Sanibel, I think. The Magic Bus. I think it's in Sanibel. Maybe not. I don't know where it's from. But anywho, here it is. I'm ready.
Okay.
Do we all have our beverages poured?
Well, hold it. I'm pouring. Hold it.
Okay. Very good with the TMOS mug. There's Rob with a kettle. Actually put his Dr. Pepper in a kettle. Is it steaming?
Steaming hot. And, Mike, I'm going with a lemon wedge instead of a lemon slice. That's
All right.
me sort of,
I'm going to go
off-
first because mine's getting cold. Here we
Go.
I'm delighted. Absolutely. Some of it really fine. It's
So,
really,
but
it's good.
you don't like
No.
sugary beverages.
This is so much better than Dr. Pepper.
It's better than Dr. Pepper. It's really with the carbonation out of it.
It
and
works.
It has a medicinal. You put some alcohol in it. It would be
So
fine.
hot. Wow. That kettle sure is effective. I sure did
Hey,
think ahead.
F you. Okay, I didn't bring a kettle in. I didn't. I don't have a kettle. First of all,
Mike,
the
the holidays are coming.
I cooked it on the stove. I think
all
it's
right.
fantastic.
It's really good. It's very tea-like.
It is very tea-like, actually.
It's like a medicinal type of tea.
It has a
Right,
nice
like
nose on it, too, with the lemon. It's very good.
Yeah, the lemons.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. Is that 3 thumbs up that we're giving it right here?
Sure, absolutely. I don't know that I prefer it to a cold Dr. Pepper, though.
Well, you
Oh,
like
I
Dr.
do.
Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like a good diet Dr. Pepper. I think that's got a lot of
They
good
make a
flavor
good product,
to it.
yeah. Mhm.
But I will say that since mine, probably 20 minutes since I took it off the stove, and so a little tepid, which probably doesn't help it a lot. But
I
it's,
wonder
pretty
if
good.
Santy could bring you a tea kettle, Mike, an electric kettle. Great for
I
cooking.
know. I
and
think somewhere in the house we have one, Rob. Actually,
it boils
I do,
water so fast.
I do believe we have that, and that was a brilliant solution. I'll give you credit where credit is due. You hump. All right, here we go.
I don't like Dr. Pepper, but this is okay.
Let me tell you what the key is, Josh. Have you put the lemon in it yet?
I did. I put
Yeah.
a good
See,
amount of this
The lemon,
juice.
lemon makes it. The lemon, I
does.
can
I
taste
think
the
so.
lemon in it. It's good.
Yeah. So this is Mike, and I should mention to everyone
it.
that Dr. Pepper, 10, 2, and 4. Enjoy it at 10, 2, and 4.
10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m.
Because the Dr. Pepper researchers did a study that said that America, their energy flags at 10:30, 2:30, and 4:30 in the afternoon. So you should drink it to combat that. That was their
All right,
ad
the
campaign.
heat. Now, I'm sure Josh has a little more heat than I do because he microwaved it.
Yeah.
You have it hot coming right out of the spigot.
Right.
I think, is the hot great? Is it great with the heat?
I like it. I do. I think it's good.
Yeah, this might be a new regiment for me for a sore throat.
I think it would work.
Dealing with this, I think it would work really well.
Yeah.
You
Do
know
you
what
still?
you-
Are you still sick? By the way, are you still
I
recovering?
mean, it's the same congestion I've had for a month.
I think you look good, though. I think
But
you've got a
I think
brightness
I'm-
to your
I
eyes.
think I'm
yeah.
better.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Dr.
wow.
Pepper is helping. You know what would be really good in this,
You
Mike?
know,
if
though,
go-
can I say something about it?
yeah.
As it cools, becoming less and less appealing to me. With every sip, it gets less and less. And Rob, you're drinking it hot every time. Well, you're
It's
in a
really
cup
hot.
now, so
Yeah,
it's,
mine's still pretty hot.
Yeah. I like the lemon. What would really make this good, though, is Crown Royal, if
Yeah.
you have any of it.
or some sort of whiskey with a sweet profile to it, right?
Yeah, I think it would actually be quite good.
I might, but
Hey, you
but
know what, Mike?
Yeah.
Amaretto.
No, too sweet.
No,
Too
because
sweet.
amaretto is the base flavor of Dr.
This
Pepper.
is scaring
right
me
there.
when you start talking about alcohol
Let me
with such
fantasize, Mike.
enthusiasm.
Let me
That is,
fantasize.
and by the
No.
way,
Lean towards the lemon.
sugar
part of the Dr.
sodas,
Pepper.
sugar sodas
Are good for
so
you.
nasty.
No,
I
they're
mean,
great.
so sticky. I spilled it. I knew it was going to get all over me. Got
You
all
had a
over
spill
me now.
yesterday too. Are
I'm-
you
I'm
okay?
I'm using my lens cleaner.
Well,
because I
it's
don't have
just
any
foggy
wipes in
glasses
here. Yeah, there you go. I'm not taking
Is
out
it foggy in here?
or blurry glasses.
Well, that's how I see you. There we go.
Very good.
There it is. That's what I do now. So the thumbs up if you want to try. However, little warning on my part. Once it cools, I would keep it in some kind of heated, low temperature so you could dole
You
it
know
out
what?
and it's piping hot every time.
The lady, not Dick Clark, but the lady said do it in a crock pot, and that's smart. Because
I agree.
even when you turn a crock pot
I
off,
agree.
it's going to stay hot for a
Yeah,
while,
good idea.
and then you can serve it right from your counter to your mug.
That's right, Jenny. Jesus Christ. All right, we get that.
And caffeine to boot.
I give you a hard time about your large forehead
Thank
and
you.
your kitchen supplies, but I can't. But I also come bearing gifts.
I appreciate
This is a
that.
gift. You may not get a gift from my son this holiday, but you're going to get a gift via this show today.
Oh, great.
And right before he went to school, my wonderful son presented me and said, Dad, I'd like to show you a tutorial for baseball from a German guy. And my son has the comedy gift. And so for those of you that might not know, Josh is a massive baseball fan. I am a good baseball fan. I've been a Red Sox fan for years. But for those of you like Rob who don't follow it closely and might need a little primer on the rules of the game, I present the German explanation of baseball for Americans. Let's take a peek.
A little bit your baseball. This game is the most confused game of that I'm knowing. Oh, okay. We have some pillows. We have some pillows on the dirt, and then we have some grass, and then we have people to stand all around. Then man with stick is there, and then man look at stick man, and look at man with glove, and he make like this one. throw a ball to the stick man, and the stick man may hit. If he make a
Can you
miss
turn
of
that up a little,
3
Josh?
time, then out.
I
But
cannot.
if
That's
4
full
time
volume.
but the throw is bad, boom, then he may walk to a pillow. Or
Walk
if he
to a
make
pillow,
hit
Mike.
of ball and it go to the side of the paints, then it is more hits and hits and hits. But if he hit a ball very far, then he may run on all the pillows around the pillows. What? Who's winning? What is occurring?
There
What
it
is occurring?
What is occurring with this baseball einen Dingen? There we go.
That is reminiscent, Mike, and I'm sure you remember it from the button-down mind of Bob Newhart. Is
Yeah.
that no one will ever play baseball.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
talks about the guy actually pitching baseball to the
Oh.
game company.
That's worth bringing in sometime. That is so funny, where the pitch of baseball. And then another one, of course, was George Carlin comparing baseball and football, which is
We don't know when it's going to end.
one of the most brilliant bits ever that he ever did, comparing football to baseball. So welcome to the Mike
Historical,
O'Mara
too, Mike.
Show.
It was on the first
What?
episode of
Hello?
Saturday Night
What?
Live. Mike, it was on the first episode of Saturday Night Live, that baseball,
Okay.
football.
All right.
So
We didn't do that. Anyway, that's great. So we started with Dr. Pepper. We're happy and we're joyous. And I'm looking forward to a little holiday break, 2 weeks of not being interrupted. That will be exciting for me. It'll be very, very special.
Oh, I can't wait for the vacation to be over to come back.
Yeah, you do. Maybe you can work on knowing when to interject on the vacation.
Probably what I'll do most.
Yeah.
Can I fly down so we can rehearse together?
Good luck, Mouth. That's great. It's wonderful. One thing I will do a better job of in 2025 is when someone is seated next to me with a phone in their hand and asks me, like the gentleman I was with yesterday, how do I get you? I get it all the time. Rob probably does too. Josh does too. How do I get you? And suddenly I am tasked. The phone is presented to me. And with the phone, it used to be go to the App Store. That's what I used to say. And now I say go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Where's that? Blah, blah, blah. I really effed it up yesterday. And so I just said put it in Google.
Google Joe Rogan.
Google Joe Rogan and go for it. By the way, Joe Rogan, I saw a piece from his stand-up where it was very, very funny when he was discussing the fact that if you get your medical advice from Joe Rogan, he's talking being canceled during COVID. If you get your medical advice from Joe Rogan, you're an idiot, which to me was funny that he did that shtick. With all Joe Rogan, that tells me that Rogan gets it, and I like that. So that made me happy.
Have you ever heard Joe Rogan talk about the origin of baseball?
I have not.
It's very funny.
Mit the pillows that we have there.
Runs as a pillow.
So really,
you told him to Google.
I said Google, and then he put this thing in front of me, and I didn't, and I hit on it, and it was video, and it was audio, and I realized I don't do that, and I have to have a quick, like bing bang boom. Used to be I just hit my app and open my app. Now we don't have the app, so I don't, I don't do that anymore.
Now you sound like our listeners. The app doesn't work anymore. I need the app.
Right.
We could use an app. I'll be honest with you, but the times are tight.
I'll tell you during this renewal.
And the app was horrible. The app we had was dated within 6 months of having it. To be honest with you, and it was too busy anyway.
And I've gotten a lot of comments, especially the past couple of weeks, about our website and our website being a problem. So I think 2025 we can clean all that up.
Oh,
we
good.
Can work on a new website.
All right.
That's good. Next year.
But you mentioned me with a QR code.
Yeah, we can. Yes,
he was being silly, but it is an actual solution.
It's an actual solution. Is we could get you something that people can just tap on,
like a card or something.
How about a tattoo?
I mean, if I could take something out of my wallet and go here, scan that with your phone.
Yes. You could do
That's
a
what I'd
business
like
card with a QR code. Sure,
I can get you that. Yes,
that to me would be fantastic. You want to give us a listen? Here, scan that with your phone.
Right,
but people that might be too much of a challenge.
You see, business cards are the way of the future, and a lot of people haven't accepted them yet.
But the other thing is,
so you ask me.
Everyone's got especially on the iPhone, everyone has the podcast app.
Little purple
So the easiest thing is go to the podcast app and type in Mike O'Mara. Because you don't want to send them to Google. They could find out anything about you.
I'm going to the App Store. Is that where I need to go?
Nope.
No, the podcast app.
It's a purple icon, Mike.
Is it on every iPhone?
It is.
It looks like this. Do you see this little purple guy? There it is. Podcasts.
I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
It's built into your phone. If you do search in podcasts.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so I hit podcasts.
Yeah. You tap podcasts.
It says what's new. F you, Apple. I don't give a rat's ass what's new. I want to get to what you're doing. Do I go continue?
Yeah, and then hit search in the bottom right.
Do you think your lack of ability to show people where the show is has anything to do with patience?
Yeah.
Because
this is already too long. This is already too long for me.
Showing you how to get to an app, and you're screaming at the Apple Corporation.
No, because what's new? I don't listen to me, Santa. What I don't like is when someone is telling me what's new. I don't like pop-up bullshit when I just want to get to what I'm looking for. And when it's like, here's this, give us your data, here's what's new, try this. If I want to try that, I'd be specifically looking for it. That speaks to the whole world of online activity. If I want something, I will ask for it. I'm trying to think of a better example of
maybe if you access the app more often.
But then again, I guess I can't finish my thought. But when I do this, I want to just get to what I'm looking for without a request to do something more. That's the point I was trying to make. You see? That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to hit search, Mike O'Mara.
And make sure you bring up our show and not one of the many podcasts about how people love our show.
Shut up.
It's a joke. Also, Josh, I have often thrown people straight to YouTube.
All right. So as soon as I get halfway through typing, I get...
all
Yeah,
I get the Mike O'Mara show, the best of the Mike O'Mara show, and then I get 6 days ago bonus show, and then I get the Mike O'Mara show under that, and that's the one I would click on. I take it. So I click on that.
But not the
latest episode. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Latest episode.
Yeah.
All right. So that's great.
But we'll get you a nice card or something to make it even easier.
And if you want them to see video, just search Mike O'Mara Show on YouTube, and that's also right there, which is also very easy. YouTube's an app everyone has.
Or we have a website, MikeO'MaraShow.com.
And by the way, if I had less, if I was not, as Rob mentioned before, so impatient, I would have probably done that, and there may have been an adult beverage involved.
On their behalf or yours?
Both.
Okay.
And,
were they impatient?
I blew the money game yesterday.
Okay, so it's not really about the show. It's about a bet.
All I had to do.
One putt?
I had to do was worse than that. What? All I had to do was hit an 8-iron over the water. That's all I did. Not even over the water. All I had to do was hit it to the left instead of the right. But no.
Mike, it's just a putt.
Just a putt. Come on
just
now.
A putt.
Do you have that? Do you have that lying around?
I thought
Jack Nicklaus, Johnny Miller.
Send it to you.
Well, I've had it everywhere. I have it, but I mean, I'm not playing it. I don't play them here. Jack Nicklaus, Johnny Miller, YouTube. Mm-hmm. Have we played it on the show?
Of course,
yeah,
yes.
Recently.
Yeah. And I also sent you, Mike, just what I'm talking
recently,
about
dumbass. Don't you
the
remember?
isolated part of just Nicholas saying just a putt.
It's just a putt, but I love the video. I love the video.
Well, it's great because it's an old man that just steps over and kicks ass. Nicholas
is the greatest.
As I am an old man. No.
So, we were beaten by 1 point. And that would have been, even if I had gotten on the green and had a bogey, we would have won. Instead, I put it in the water, dropped, hit it over the green, double bogey, no points.
When you hit it into the water, was it square in the middle of the water, or was it?
It was right along the bulkhead, Rob. You know what a bulkhead is? Are you familiar with a bulkhead?
It's the front of an airplane.
No, it can also be the wall that supports an area of land on the other side of water.
I understand. Yeah.
So it's basically propped up against a little island sometimes, or just a peninsula of land that comes up. It's a bulkhead and 2 feet short of the bulkhead, right there, splash, and super easy. And I've been, and so I sensed the disappointment
when you hit a shot
partners.
like that. Yeah. How do you play it yourself immediately? Like, do you chuckle or do you look mad?
No. God, yeah. I mean, really, like vocal, and that does, believe it or not, as much as you might think it happens a lot, Damone, it does not happen a lot. But it happened yesterday.
Okay.
And I love the game. I love the game.
You swear and you yell the F word.
Yes.
What does your opponent do when you
I don't have an opponent. He's not in our group. We are the opponents are in the rest of the course.
Okay.
That's how our game works.
So it's not like a foursome where you're 2-on-2 or
very accomplished older gentlemen who are better golfers than I am. And it was just I'd done really, really well up until that point.
Did you say to your partner, Mike, I'm sorry I put the ball in the water, Mr. Moonves?
He was the one that was asking about my show because a few people were mentioning
he wants to find something you can do good.
Well, I did okay until that moment, but that was a big deal.
Yeah,
and I felt the pressure, and I normally don't. I normally love pressure. I really do. I love it in a variety of things in life. I love it in performance. I love it, bigger the crowd. You're going back for seconds of your Dr. Pepper?
Absolutely.
You're liking it hot. Yeah. You're loving it hot.
And it's also the only caffeine I have, so I need this today.
So do you have the Johnny Miller Jack Nicklaus tape again, or did you decide?
I've got it
not
right
to?
here.
Let's take a look at this. I just love this moment.
No. Johnny's saying there's no way you can make it.
There's no chance putting it.
Why? He's hit a good putt.
There's no chance.
Show you how to putt it?
You can't.
Oh, crowd likes that. He's walking over to show him how to putt it. It looks to be about 40 yards, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say like 100 feet, so that's about right.
It's a long way. Is he on just a massive green? That's what it is.
I think so.
Or it might be.
Show me how to do it.
He hits the hell out of it to hit it that. Look at how long that is.
A lot of gradation on the green.
And no prep lining it up.
No prep at all. Just watch him throwing his arms up. One of the great moments. People there that saw that is something that they will remember the rest of their lives. I love the video of it.
My cousin Mark went to the Masters probably 20 years ago, maybe 15. And you're not supposed to, of course, videotape anything at the Masters.
Was that the Masters where it happened?
No, that's not that. But I'm talking about
All
another incident, and they had a ceremonial first shot from Jack on a par 3, and he was taping against the rules, and Jack aced it. He got a hole-in-one from Jack Nicklaus on his video that he wasn't supposed to have, and it was a great, great moment. I mean, has there ever been a golfer more likable than Jack, do you think?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I thought he has a great reputation.
No, Jack is a little prickly, to be honest with you. Oh, if you're looking for lovability, no, Jack ain't your guy. No way, Jose.
He was held in such amazing esteem in my
Arnie is the beloved golfer, Rob, not Jack. Yeah. Arnold Palmer.
Even with the drinking problem?
Back in the day, you had Arnie's Army, and Jack didn't have that kind of thing. They were always a little different. Arnie was much more of a crowd favorite than Jack ever was. And
did Jack sort of grow into a crowd favorite then? Because he had such
the
a
elder
great
statesman, but
us.
at the same time, Jack was always about the game. He was always he was a kind of a precursor to the modern day guys that do it, whereas Arnie was just flashy and had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth and had the sweater with the shirt button open down there, like looking like an everyman out there. Arnie was beloved. Jack not nearly as much. And then you had other people that were more. By the way, the modern day, I might be sounding like an old fart again today, but it just seems to me when I'm watching golf on television now, I don't know whether the rating I have no idea what the ratings are with golf, because I watch it now and I'm hard pressed to pick out the guys that are the guys. They're fewer than there ever have been, and there are more names that I have no clue.
Well, I can give you, Mike. I watch it fairly regularly. Let's see who's out there now. Lee Trevino,
no.
Lee Elder,
no.
Jimmy Demerit,
no.
And
see those names you're just pulling off from some of them from like 100 years ago that you're just knocking out. It's kind of
Sergio, Mike.
It's Sergio. It is really, it's not what it used to be when they had guys with a little personality. And I feel
what do you think? I think that when Tiger dominated the game,
that was it.
He took a lot of the personality goes out of it, I think.
Yeah, it does. And it's kind of a drag. That
I was
that
laughing.
happens.
I was thinking when we did our 15th anniversary cocktail party on the 7th of this month, I checked back on some notes. Do you know what the first tape we played back then in the audio vault on the day we started the show? The first wacky tape was Tiger's sexy voicemail to his the lady he was having the affair with. Remember the voicemail came out and it was like,
that long ago.
"Hey, it's Tiger." And then they put sexy music behind it. That was the first wacky tape we played on this show, December 7th,
That's
2009. So
that is a long time ago. So anyway, I just really I love that. And as far as I don't know whether it's the holiday season, and I brought this to the show the other day, that the old guys it's been absurdly nostalgic the last few days talking about
We're getting ready, Mike.
Away.
A lot of people die during the holidays. It's the pressure and the shoveling.
If you want to know the average age of the guys I played with yesterday,
yes.
I was referred to not once but twice as a baby. How old are you, by the way? I said I'm 65. I said, oh, you're a baby. You're a baby.
It's celebrating another year alive.
It is. They've almost put the pin in it. They're almost done.
Oh God, it was fun. It was
Mike.
fun. But this is the last regular show that we're doing of 2024. What's that, Rob?
When they said you were a baby, you said, "Yeah, but I'm not the one wearing a diaper."
That's pretty good. I wish I'd had that. I wish I'd had that.
Save that one.
Yeah, take it with you.
It would have been lovely to have that. Now, I want to offer one thing up to our listening audience. I do it every year around this time. I do it at Thanksgiving, and I do it at Christmas time. And nothing could be more accurate than when I warn you, we are now going into toddler zone. You're going to be bumping into people on the roads that have places to go, that are coming from places they were, that are getting out and doing last-minute stuff. We have experienced over the last 20 years the infantilization of the United States, where we are, when Halloween became for adults and not kids, that's when it kind of happened. And you could trace that back to, 20, 30 years ago, probably.
Mike, I also think when vitamins started coming in gummy form.
In gummies, everything's gummies.
Well, and
everything
it's the same time that the day before Thanksgiving became a party for you and your friends.
I'm guilty of that one.
Yeah. Great for college kids coming home.
Because we did it, that goes way back to the 70s for me.
Actually, it goes back to the original Thanksgiving. The day before they had the Native Americans
Wednesday
over
night,
to celebrate.
I had the Massantucket Pequots come by the cabin. I asked them to bring, they called it maize.
Yes.
And we roasted it over an open fire, and it was absolutely delicious.
Remember John, what was his name? John Smith did the bong,
Right.
the beer bong, but it was filled with mead, honey wine.
I sent Miles Standish out.
You win.
I sent Miles Standish out to get the bird, and we killed it right there in the cabin. And we all sat around and smoked a little, I don't know what it was. It wasn't weed, but we smoked something, and it made us feel good, and we plucked the bird.
The Native Americans called it tobacco.
Tobacco. So, yesterday, just the last 2 miles coming home, I got cut off maybe 3 different times with urgency and fun and frivolity. Be aware. Do what you do when you're a motorcycle rider. This has never left me, the training I got to ride. No, this is pay attention to about a mile up in front of you.
Okay.
And by the way, when I got in my wreck, that probably saved my bacon a little bit. The fact that I was able to analyze what was going. It was called, when we had the motorcycle training, it was called see, evaluate, and avoid. Whatever it was knowing what's way up in front of you.
Mike, I remember
knowing
what
that you got
it
to
is.
pay attention to it.
It's C, control. U, understand your surroundings. N,
You hear
never stop paying attention. And T, try your best. C-U-N, try your best.
It is search, evaluate, execute.
C.
C.
I don't hear anything, Mike. What is that, a loose cable?
Those bushes got to look good for Christmas.
It's Christmas bushing right there.
Somebody said to me yesterday, "You do it from home?" I said, "Oh yeah, my kid will come in. There's a weed whacker outside. It's very much from home. We have the technology. Look it up, but just be aware of the complete and total toddler a-holes that are on the road and thinking about nothing other than their gifts, their party, their la, and they're not thinking.
The urgency has settled on us now, Mike, because Christmas is right around the corner.
Hey, he got it in early today.
Yeah.
That's good, and didn't fool us.
No.
Here comes the drunk guy.
6 days left for Christmas.
Hi there.
6.
6 days left to fill the stock.
I don't know.
6.
I disagree.
Christmas shopping. Only got 6 days more.
Only got it. Here it comes.
Hi there. The Christmas shopping days are clicking off. Only 6 days left. So you better hurry.
Great writing.
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine.
But
Great,
there is an
great
urgency
writing.
right now.
Writing.
And people are crazy. I've done almost everything I need to do. It's really wild to be done this early. No, it's not common for me to have packages mailed and presents wrapped and all that stuff this early. But there are people that, we had a short December this year because of a late Thanksgiving. And I think they're realizing they've got to get things done. And that pressure is what makes them drive like idiots.
Yeah, and so be aware of that.
Yeah. And because this weekend is when everyone's Christmas stuff starts. Our because of split households, our Christmas celebration begins tomorrow with our first Christmas.
Okay.
So you're really doing the 12 days of Christmas.
I think it's like 5 days or whatever. Yeah. Because, got to go visit the parents tomorrow night.
Sure.
Saturday we have
I do
my
too.
girls
I'm going to
over.
the
So we got
cemetery.
Christmas. So
Got my Christmas shovel.
No, they're in the water, Rob.
I
Burial at
forgot.
sea.
I
Burial
forgot.
at sea. I'd have to fly up to Maine to do that.
Merry Christmas. But this is a busy weekend for
Water's
us too.
cold.
We're getting together with friends on the 21st, which is Saturday, to watch old Christmas specials, and then of course, Mike, the 22nd, the whole family, including my mom this year, goes to King's Dominion for the festival.
Is
of
that a
Late Sabbath.
tradition?
Does 3 years make a tradition? Because it's our third consecutive year.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that.
It's a great one. And
by the way, that's something I know I bust on you about amusement parks, but as far as like a light show of some kind
over
would be
a million, Mike.
Something I'd really love to do. I really,
over
in
a
fact,
million
I'm going to look
lights
for
down there.
one.
And what's so cool is that my mom has been jealous over the past 2 years because you think I'm Mr. Christmas. I get it from her. She is the Christmas queen.
That's cool. I think that's great, and you're very, very lucky to have both your parents alive, both of you guys. You really
she was afraid though because she has a little bit of action with her knee that acts up, especially in the cold.
Hey, all right.
Hey, that's my mother, dude. But she can't walk a lot because it's a bad knee and it's cold and it's all concrete down there. So I rented her a mobility scooter.
There you go.
And she is really, really. Sort of.
That's both parents now on Rascals, by the way, Rob. You're looking at your future. I just want to make you aware of that.
You just got to get the checkered flag.
Yeah.
That's right.
Rob's about a year away from his own, so it's going to be. They'll be racing him on his street.
I like the fact that Josh has now put into a competition between my divorced parents. My dad will win because he's fearless. Remember, he drove off curbs in Vegas on his.
The one thing I wanted to mention, if I can, before we go to break here,
is
just a little. Oh, he's not going to hear this. So I got his present. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but because I just don't, I'm paranoid about that. However, what I got, his big present,
fur coat,
is for
scooter number 4.
It's a chinchilla related.
Beautiful.
Coming to the house, shipped. It has been shipped.
Yes.
I check the tracking every day. Day 1, it's been shipped.
Cool.
Day 2, it's been shipped. Day 3. Update will be delivered December 24th. How nervous should I be? With the whole golf ball debacle, I'm still reeling.
Yeah. What company is it?
The company that's sending it?
Yeah.
Or the company that's delivering it? It's FedEx.
Okay.
Oh, then if it's a FedEx confirmation number, you're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Like I was with the golf balls?
What country?
That was FedEx ground.
But that was ground, though. That's different.
What country is it coming from?
I believe it's already in the United States.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. It's that customs that'll slow things down sometimes.
I will be here all day. Carla's going to be out with him running around.
Do you have to sign for it?
Yes, I have to sign for it.
Okay. I had some trouble with a long delivery from Temu, or as I heard it pronounced on the news today, Temu.
Mm-hmm.
But they did eventually.
Is that a Chinese company?
I think it's Chinese.
I've got that issue right now with Temu as well.
Temu.
I hope it's here. It's here by Monday.
But
Temu, when you want to send the very best.
Other ground transport like USPS or the United Parcel Service, I've found this season they've been about a day or two behind on their projected arrivals.
Okay.
But FedEx has been dead on, and I've gotten a few things from FedEx this year. So I think you're okay.
All right. We'll have to wait and see.
I think you're going to be okay here.
I think you're going to be some are really fine. Some of the delivery service is really fine.
They are.
And then, of course, there is construction required on my end. I'm aware of that.
Oh,
too.
before it's given?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Is this gonna? You know what? I get you've experienced this, Rob,
and
you've experienced
this,
Josh.
Have a Christmas Eve where you have to put stuff together.
When they get to this age, this is the first time it's really been an item that's a thing. And I was that way when I turned 10, 11 years old. That's when it became, I want.
Can I guess what it is? Is it a wardrobe cabinet?
Thank you. How did you know? It's a curio. We'll take a break, and we will come back with more fun and more thrills.
I'm going to call you at midnight on Christmas Eve and say, how's the assembly going, buddy?
And I'll go, how's your furniture? Shut up. We will take a break.
Wines.
When we come back, a little roundtable action and more fun and more thrills. Thank you so much. Buy a bonus package, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, my little elves. Listen up. Did you know that the plurality of yearly TMOS bonus subscriptions will expire in the next week? Does that include you? Well, does it? Then you should take Josh's advice. Start renewing. That's right, renewing. We are continuing to maximize your bonus show experience because better access means more fun. And because you asked for it, yearly subscriptions are coming. Back for a limited time only. So act fast if you want a full year of fun. Remember, the bonus show is also still available monthly or as single episodes a la carte, so that's nice too. Head to MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's where you grab it. It's all there, Blitzen. 'Tis the season to renew, and we thank you. The bonus show is the power behind TMOS, and your support keeps it rocking, folks. Also rolling. For any issues or assistance, contact Josh or email support@MikeO'MaraShow.com. For more details, visit the bonus show tab at MikeO'MaraShow.com or call me at home during normal business hours. I like to chat. Happy eggnog and Merry Candy Cane to all of you at this, the holiest time of the year. Jesu, Bambino, and, whatnot. Hit the thing. Thank you very much.
It means baby Jesus, Mike. And this just in from TMOS News Central. There are only 4 minutes left to bid on the final fruitcake. So get
4
over
minutes?
4 minutes. We will be closing the auction at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I posted that in the comments because most people listening to this, the time's up.
Yeah, but there are people that can still get in on it. I'm saying that go
These
there.
old
and if
school
it's open,
radio, so
bid,
it's
bid.
kind of like that live feel that we always have. That's what makes this show special. And get your. We'll announce the winner shortly here on the show. A poll found the average American wasted 110 hours this year just searching for stuff to watch. That's around 4.5 days worth of time, or roughly 1% of your year that you'll never get back.
That seems high. Is anyone undecided on that? Because that sounds like it might be a made-up number.
I think there's some plausibility. I do it an awful lot. I really do.
That sounds high until we just heard Mike try to find the Mike O'Mara show.
What's the app? What's the app on the phone? What's that called? This is the podcast app on your iPhone.
Mike, this is. I want you to. I know it's tricky, but I want you to try and commit this to memory. If you want to find the podcast, look for the podcast app.
Blow me. 1 in 5 people think it's harder to find something to watch today. You know what we haven't done?
What?
We've argued on the show like 4 times already today, and we've never played the music.
All right. Let me bring it up. Well, do the story, and then we can argue.
Of course. And the argument it would have been perfect for is Rob brings his kettle in because he's got to do it just so and heat that up. That's what he always does.
This show is the only square of real estate in the world where you get yelled at for doing something wrong or doing it right.
No, it's not that you did it right. It's just that it annoys us because perhaps we didn't put the energy in because you're such an Elton. Do you have it ready yet, by the way? If
I'm
it's
getting
not
there.
there.
Give me a second.
Just, there we go. Big fingers. He's got a 10,000.
The fight's about to be about finding the music.
Yeah, it is. Now it is. Now it is because, it's like, by the way, it's only like the most prevalent Christmas song that we've played for the last 30 years on the show. We'll just wait. I'll just wait over
Let's
here.
wait. Let's
quietly.
wait, Mike.
Maybe
you know what?
For the bonus show.
A little bit of patience is really something you could probably use, as a matter of fact.
All right, there you go. How about a little skill on the board is what you could use, all right?
Yeah, how about why don't you get the ball in the water?
It's the most wonderful time of
the most common now you're going to get so sick of it by the end of this show.
No.
The most common complaint with streaming services are loaded, and I agree with this, with too much old stuff that you have to sift through. 1 in 4 also think there's too much original content being produced. I disagree with that. I think more original content is the good stuff. That's what I like.
There's too much foreign stuff on my Netflix.
I agree. I agree with that too. Okay,
Do you think that there's like relatives sneaking in at night, Josh, and watching like Tampopo?
No,
How is this happening?
No, they're
Netflix
like with the dubbed in audio or the subtitles.
Yeah.
I mean, enough already. All right?
But doesn't it get to know you? Doesn't it know that you've watched something in the past from that?
No, but it's like you'll see something that's like a great World War II story, and you'll be all excited about it, and visually it looks very stimulating, and then it's just like, I want to I want to know what's going on, and I hate that.
And it's always under the new releases.
Right.
Because they pay pennies for it.
They do. It's cheap. That's what it's all about.
You know what I wish? I wish that on all the streaming platforms, stuff that you've already watched dropped off your front page. Because think of what that could open up.
I totally agree. Now, not if you're in the middle of a series, though, because I hit the continue
you may want to continue
all the time. But that's a good point. Once you've done it, get the hell out of here. Here are the notable, Rob's going to dig this. Yeah. Here are the notable deaths of 2024. Do you want to play some
Yes, I
some
do.
sweetness in the back of this? Because we did lose a lot of that's not what you want.
Please, Mike, just
Son
for
of a
me.
bitch. Get something like, if you were doing this story, you would have some. Where's he going? What's he reaching into his jukebox to get it out? What's going on?
I have a quote. I'm gonna.
By the way, I got a present for you after that shot. Get a solo flex. Anyway, that's funny. Here they are. These are the notable deaths of 2024.
Okay.
It goes all the way through the months. So January.
It goes chronological. Good.
We lost Cheetah Rivera and David Soul of Starsky and Hutch. In February, Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers, country artist, legendary country artist Toby Keith, and the very funny Richard Lewis. In March, let's see, Rob will remember this, Emmett Walsh. Do you know that
he
name?
is
Who that?
he's a character actor.
I don't remember that name, so
he might
sorry.
be. You know who it might be is. Oh, very good, Mr. Lebowski. You're no good at anything.
Okay,
That older guy. I think it's. Can we bring up a picture of Emmett Walsh, please?
I am bringing it up right now.
In
Thank
April,
you.
we lost O.J. Simpson and Dickie Betts. In May, Dabney Coleman. Love Dabney Coleman and so many. I loved him in On Golden Palm, where he plays the older boyfriend.
Brilliant.
Of Jane Fonda.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Here's
yeah.
Emmett.
He is Mr. Lebowski guy.
Oh, that's no, that's not the Lebowski guy. That's the guy from let's see, Back to School. He was the coach in Back to School for Rodney. Let's see, May, Dabney. We got Dabney. In June, man, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Willie Mays. We lost him.
Oh, yeah.
One of my absolute favorite actors, Donald Sutherland, and one of my favorite comedians, Martin Mull. In July, a lot of people left us. Shelley Duvall, Shannon Doherty, Richard Simmons, Lou Dobbs, Bob Newhart, Dr. Ruth, and rock legend John Mayall. In August, Jenna Rollins, Phil Donahue, John Amos, pro wrestlers Sid Vicious and Kevin Sullivan, and great white singing Jack Russell. In September, James Earl Jones. This is CNN. Tito Jackson, Maggie Smith, Chris Christopherson, Pete Rose, Love Boat singer Jack Jones.
Yeah.
The Love Boat.
So we'll be making another.
John Ashton, the big guy that played the cop in Beverly Hills Cop. October, we lost Liam Payne, Terry Garr, Phil Lesh, and Fernando Valenzuela of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And then in November, Candyman actor Tony Todd, Chuck Woolery, and the legendary Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
So safe travels to all of them. They will be missed.
Hearing that list, it brings up feelings of sadness. Some of them I'd forgotten about. I forgot about Fernando Valenzuela, who was such a big deal when I was collecting baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I would like to, at this time, quote, if I may, Stephen Grellett, who was, of course, a Quaker minister. He lived from 1773 to 1855. And
what did he say?
He said this: I expect to pass through this world but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any fellow creature, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Then he locked the door. Then he locked the door and raped somebody in his office.
No. You know, Mike, you asked why I stood up. It's because I keep that quote right above my bulletin board.
Come on in and lock the door and blazing, penis.
Yeah, undo your panties and flavin'.
Murder, She Wrote. I know you loved the late Angela Lansbury, and you have lots of clips of that show. There is a Murder, She Wrote movie in the works. You're the only one I'm curious what you think about this. Sources say it's likely that Jamie Lee Curtis will star in it. Oh, he doesn't like it, folks.
No.
The original series ran for 12 seasons on CBS, 84 to 96. Angela Lansbury, she passed in 2022. If you're thinking that Jamie Lee is too young to play a character like Jessica Fletcher, here's your reality check. Jamie, is a year older than me. She's 66. Angela Lansbury, hold on.
Lansbury.
All right.
Angela.
Okay.
Landry.
And
that was
by the
my
way,
text.
we
with the winner.
We'll announce it right before the beautiful video, Josh.
Jamie is
that cool?
66. Yep. Angela Lansbury was 57 when the show debuted. Lansbury pretty much always had that kind of matronly look. Hard to imagine her.
I dig that. A lot of people
any
do,
age.
Mike. It's really hot.
Jamie Lee, though, just for those of us that remember her, sexy, Trading Places, dancing for Arnold Schwarzenegger in True Lies, but you don't approve.
This won't work. I don't think that we are really at the stage where a 1 hour procedural works anymore. I don't think people have the attention span for it.
Right.
And but the one thing that might prove me wrong is CBS put a lot of effort in promoting and producing the new Matlock with Kathy Bates, which I thought would be a total disaster. And in fact, it's really, really quite good, and I recommend a binge.
How are their
of it.
ratings? Because I have not looked in.
They've only put up a few episodes, so it's hard to say, but they really are promoting it, and you can't go onto Paramount Plus without seeing it. But it is, if you got to, it's like This Is Us. You have to watch the pilot episode to get the groundwork of what's going on, but it's very clever, and Kathy Bates is astounding, and I love Jason Ritter. So that's a really good show.
I think that Jamie Lee Curtis is now a respectable older lady actress, and I think she can pull it off. I think you should give her a shot. I think it would be interesting to see
watch it.
what
I love stuff
what
like
they
that.
do. So we'll have to see. But hard to. I was a super fan. Absolutely, of Jamie Lee. I thought she's in her time. When she was an it girl, she was the ittiest. As far as I am concerned.
I feel the same way about Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, I know you do. Believe it or not, we have never had a national bird. We never have. We all think it's the bald eagle because it's on the currency and the presidential seal, but it's only ever been the unofficial bird until now. The House passed a bill this week to make it the official bird. The Senate already voted for it unanimously this summer, so now President Biden just has to sign off. You can thank bald eagle enthusiast. There it is. A bald eagle enthusiast from Minnesota, 78-year-old Preston Cook. He likes his eagles.
Sure he does.
He's been collecting bald eagle memorabilia for over 50 years. He amassed more than 40,000 eagle-related items. He's a hoarder. Then he donated them.
Mike, if I had to choose an eagle, I would choose a bald eagle. That's my favorite kind.
Yeah, I don't like the ones with long hair. Then he donated them to the National Eagle Center Museum in Wabasha. If you're ever on the road, there's a side trip. Jimmy, he realized in 2010 that Congress had never passed the legislation to make it official. So he started lobbying politicians. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar introduced the bill this June, and I think it's about to become law. Yeah.
Trivia question for Mike, and I don't think it's mentioned in the musical 1776, but what did Ben Franklin want our national bird to be?
The turkey.
That's exactly right, Mike. Up 10 points for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And then you can always join us in our bonus show today when Mike will sing the popular song, The Egg, from 1776.
Absolutely. Of course I will. Finally today, cruising the friendly skies was just as wet as sailing the high seas for passengers on an American Airlines flight from Dallas, Texas to Minneapolis, Minnesota on December 7th as water began flooding the cabin midair, all the way up there, your 30,000 feet level, that thing.
Oh, no.
Hillary Stewart Blazevic. My name is Hillary Stewart Blazevic. She was a passenger on the plane. She claimed that a woman had used the bathroom and alerted a flight attendant to the leak in the toilet.
Yeah, the woman, Mike, was Jamie Lee Curtis.
But the
she
cabin
was on her way
crew,
to a screen test.
The cabin crew member was unable to quell the cascade of goo coming out of the toy. Here's the quote. It was utter disbelief and a little panic, realizing they can't shut off the water, said Blazevic. She added that flyers grabbed their belongings off the floor.
I guess so.
And lifted their feet to avoid the disgusting pool.
Here's some video.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Look at that.
And I'm just going to guess that's not potable water.
I don't think you could drink it.
No, I think it might be coming from storage.
That is so nasty.
That is
so disgusting.
But you know what? At least if the water was already on the plane, it's not adding weight to it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to crash because of the flood. You're just going to get soggy.
No, it's like it's coming from anywhere. American Airlines did not say if an in-flight meal was provided on the flight, but since it originated in Dallas, I sure hope it was Texas chili.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Hey, Grease. Yeah.
If it was from Texas, that might be crazy water.
Crazy water. Crazy, crazy expensive water. We had that on yesterday's show. We'll take a break. We will come back with something. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, the
Christmas
winner.
fun.
We will
Yes.
come up with the winner of our last fruitcake, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Yeah, right here on the show. Oh, it's my time. My time right now. You've heard it on the show. Oh, I lost it.
Oh, you got to
I
get
threw
your
it
props, Mike.
yesterday. You've seen it on social media, and now you can have your very own official TMOS Loud Cup. It's the loudest stocking stuffer in town, and it's a 20-ounce insulated cup. No more freezing your hands off. It comes in 3 colors, and the best part, it's proudly emblazoned with the TMOS logo. It's only $29.99. It's available for pre-order right now, so you can put it under the tree, nice little picture of it, and say, you're going to get this in a couple of days.
Exactly.
You can get it at MikeOMaraShow.com. Click on the store. It makes a great Kathy Partially approved Christmas gift. Just fill the Loud Cup with your favorite drink, like thick, rich, heavy, creamy eggnog. I'm going to go out and get some today.
You should have it during the show.
You know, I went by, I had a bad meal this week. Do you have Steak and Shake up where you guys are in your part of the world?
Yeah, our franchise is owned by Michael J. Fox.
That's not funny.
It's not, Josh. Stop it.
That is too, you're going to go to hell for that joke.
I am.
Steak and Shake offers, and I didn't do it because I was having a burger. It's enough calories for me. And by the way, 1 pound now away from my all-time low again. I got spiked up a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what I do during the holidays, but I'm going to really try just to to brag about it when we come back.
Steak and Shake, I saw on the news this morning, was just named the most overpriced fast food restaurant there is.
Really?
It beat out Five Guys, which is amazing.
Well, they offered up
sense.
the eggnog shake, and I didn't do. Oh my God!
It's the Frisco melt that pulls me into Steak and Shake.
It's so good. Steak burgers. Yum, 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 yum. Anyway, we're talking about the Loud Cup. Turn the cup around, activate the horn. Honk.
Mike, that was an excellent impression of it, but it's louder than that.
All right, I know it is. You control the volume, by the way. The harder you blow, the louder the horn will be. So blow hard. Real hard. As hard as you can.
Please.
Most folks will think you're just taking a sip when actually you're blowing. Each Loud Cup features a double-wall insulated design, fits in a standard cup holder. Plus, the snap-fit lid keeps your drink safe. Safe. Isn't safety the most important thing when you're drinking?
Well, you don't want someone at the ball game to slip you a roofie.
That's true. Be careful. Snap-fit lid, bitches. It's the TMOS Loud Cup.
And it's the holidays.
Buy it now at the store at MikeOMaraShow.com and get loud.
First orders are going to the manufacturer on Friday.
Very
Johnny
exciting.
So if you want to get yours first, get it in now.
Come on now. Now,
did you
Rob,
actually speak to Johnny and Joe Loud Cup, the Loud Cup brothers that set up the deal?
They wear big, big, loud pants, too. Yeah. Oh, that's loud mouth. That's what it is. Hold on. Let me check my from a listener, Josh Soroka, wants to thank Brett Nitschke. I wonder if it's any relation to Ray Nitschke for being the winner of our fruitcake and getting the best deal of all the fruitcakes.
Quite a deal. Yeah.
Quite a
Good
deal.
job, Brett. And thank you for your support. And LLS thanks you.
Thank you.
Because a portion of that money goes to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I've heard from several corners now.
Based on the trend, if we were auctioning off fruitcakes, like 5 or 6 more of them, by the next fourth, we would be paying people to get them.
Exactly.
Four is a good number.
Okay, 4 is perfect. Yeah, that was right.
It seems perfect, and I've heard from several corners that this is the best batch of fruitcakes I've ever made.
I had some last night. I had my second half last night. It is, and by the way, that half fruitcake portion is just about the perfect amount of confection. It is superb. I don't think you've ever done it better. Ever.
Well, I really do appreciate it, and I want to thank everyone who opened up their wallets and bought it. They mean a lot to me, and it's a lot more fun to do them.
It's not the Academy Awards.
No, in small batches. I think it's just fun. I'm glad that we did it.
Now you get to go back to the post office.
Exactly. One more time, Mike. I have in the past 10 days gone to the post office 8 times. God. So I'm living there now. But yeah,
now you had a disaster at the post office.
Yes,
or
as a
something
matter of
happened
fact.
To you?
Yeah. In the lobby of your post office, do they have the self-serve package mailing system where it weighs it and measures it automatically?
If they do, I wouldn't know. I don't go there enough to know.
Okay, it's like it's almost like an ATM for mailing, and then they've got a huge bin next to it. So if you go to the post office during the day, anytime from now on, there's a huge line because it's Christmas.
Right.
And everyone's in line. I told you the other day there was a line to get into the parking lot. So if I'm going to mail one item, I'll wait until after closing.
Okay.
And go and do it after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I was over there. I was going through my list. I was checking it twice. And I realized I neglected to send a fruitcake to Katie Forbes von Herman, which was a terrible misstep. It's still okay?
Yeah, it's cold now, but it's okay.
I think the lemon means a lot in it. So I said, I've got to box up and take and mail a package to Katie. And I had some Christmas cards to drop in anyway, and the post office is not far. So I went in there, and I go into the lobby. As I'm pulling into the parking lot, I see there's one person at the self-serve ahead of me, and that's no good because it's a slow process even when it's fast. But by the time I got parked and went in, that person was gone. And so I put the package on the scale, and the scale is like on a table, but the middle of it is the scale. So, it's built in, and there's slots around it. And so you put it in, and it says it weighs 1 pound, 1 ounce. That's exactly right. It automatically measures it 4 inches by 4 inches by 7 inches.
Thank you. Can I say seriously, thank you for all the effort you put in with those
you're welcome,
fruitcakes, for not just for the listening audience, which is spectacular and helps fund the show, but for all of our personal fruitcakes.
You are quite
phenomenal.
welcome. It is truly a pleasure that had almost been killed, but it's back now.
And I think we can sustain it now, which makes me happy too.
Yeah, I love it too. So I'm measuring it, and it turns out it's going to cost to Savannah Priority Mail, I think it's $12 roughly, like $11.80 or $12, something like that. And I print out the sticker to put on it, and essentially what you're holding in your hand is a $12 stamp because that's the postage that goes on it. And so I move it, and right at this point, a guy comes up behind me with packages, and he's, because I'm in front of him, he's really wanting to get in and out. And it's a slow process. And Mike, I take the stamp out and I check to make sure the postage is right. And it slips from my fingers and falls between the slot of the scale and the built-in into the machine. And I thought, well, oh no, I've lost it. There's no way to get it because it's like in the machine. There's no way to get under it. There's no way to get above it. So what I've done, it's like
you can't be the only one that's done that.
But Mike, it's $12. It's not like a first-class stamp. It's $12.
Yeah, but I mean, as I'm saying, you can't be the only person if it's that easy to do, just for a slip of paper to fall down there.
And it's tiny because I get the tiny printout for the little box, and it's gone. It's just gone. And I turned to the guy, and I said, I just dropped $12 in postage. And he said, are you going to redo it?
What a dick. It's all him.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all about him.
With his big childish scrawl packages where he wrote, it looked like it might have well been in crayon, you moron. And I said, well, yes, I am going to redo it because that's why I'm at the post office. I have to go through the whole thing again. And, but the thing
all he's saying is, are you going to make me later?
Yeah. Right. Is it going to take longer?
Yeah. Can I go first? That's what he wants.
Well, you know what? If I had more packages than him, I would have let him go first. And I've done this. Mm-hmm. But my whole thing right now is I've just lost $12.
Right.
And you know what?
You got two different people with their own land of me. You've
exactly.
lost $12 and he wants to get the hell out of there. So how did it resolve itself?
I went ahead and bought a new stamp, and then he at this point he's walking behind me because he's pacing. Because you know what? He can't be made to wait. Yeah. So he walks down the length of the lobby where they have these ancient post office boxes that are no longer used with the combination. He comes back, and this was the best part. As I'm finishing up, I say, almost done. He goes over to the bin where you're supposed to drop your packages after you get the postage on them, and one of his packages doesn't fit in the bin.
You got to go in line.
So
again.
he pulls it down. He's trying to jam this box in. I drop in Katie's fruitcake, and as I'm leaving, he's still trying to figure out, dude, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And he's trying to put it in the box, and I say, have a great Christmas. And I walked away. So.
Happy holidays. Hey ho! Oh my God! All right, that's a quick break. We got to come back because I want to get the winners and losers of the year. Even though it's very John Teshi, but we like to do it because I like to find out, who they consider that. And if it sucks, we'll blow it up. I'll have my TNT ready. Standing by for that. You, ladies and gentlemen, are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 and I'm still enjoying tepid Dr. Pepper with a lemon in it. Hey, how would you like to be the most interesting person at the holiday party? Leave the ugly sweater at home. Stop caroling. It's cringe. Just show up with a bottle of wine from an independent winemaker with a truly unique story. Fabulous. This podcast, sponsored by Naked Wines, a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a case of the market's best quality wines for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. With our code, you can get 6 bottles for just $39.99. Naked Wines believes the great wine is an experience that helps you connect with your friends, family, and community over a shared bottle of the grape. Turn off the noise of the outside world and all those jerks on the highway and uncork a bottle to celebrate the little joys in life. Plus, you can pause or cancel at any time. All of these wines are even better than thick, rich, heavy cream eggnog. Again, you put that in there, you hump.
I wonder if it'll be in the next spot, too.
Some of these wines really fine.
Very fine.
'Tis the season to join the Naked Wines community. Head to nakedwines.com/TMOS and put in our code TMOS for both the code and the password. You'll get 6 bottles of wine, only $39.99. You cannot beat that, and you'll be the life of the party. Shipping included. That's nakedwines.com. You don't have to go to the post office and slide a stamp down between the cracks.
Stop it.
TMOS code and password, 6 bottles of wine, $39.99. Joyful, joyful. We adore Naked Wines, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make my text here.
There we go.
Okay.
Did you get a text?
Yeah.
Who's it from?
A company trying to sell me German hearing aids.
Merry Christmas to all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to get a German hearing aid? You don't need hearing aids, though, right?
I'm not. I'm wearing them right now.
No, those are your headphones. You're not a hearing aid guy, I didn't think.
No, I'm not. All right, who are the winners and losers?
The winners and losers of the year, Mike, and this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, who turns out...
I think the loser is real obvious. So I'm waiting to see if they've got the proper loser.
Is that political?
Might be a little
no,
political.
I wasn't going political.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going political.
So did I, because he got excited for a second there.
Yeah.
No, I assume it's a Hollywood
Hold on,
list.
we got a phone call coming in.
Yes,
Busy. Mike O'Mara Show, hello.
Hi, this is Gloria Estefan from Miami Sound Machine, wishing everybody a happy holiday season.
Thank you, Gloria.
I thought that was nice.
That
don't you?
was sweet. That was very sweet. All right, lay it on us,
It
Rob.
turns out, Mike, the Hollywood Reporter isn't a guy. It's a newspaper. I thought it was just a guy who lived out in Hollywood and reported on things.
No, not just a single guy with a hat with press in it.
Old 30s hat. Mike, winner this year, Zendaya, and other former child stars like Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, and Lindsay Lohan, who all saw some comeback action this year, and especially Selena Gomez as producer of Only Murders in the Building. But it seemed like for a while, especially in the first part of the year, Zendaya was everywhere, so she's a winner.
I think the biggest winner is Donald Trump with his new hairdo. I think that's the biggest winner, 100%.
You do?
That's still military cut?
Oh, yeah. This box, I think it's fantastic. Hello, Mike O'Mara Show.
Hola, soy Gloria Estefan de Miami Sound Machine,
You just
deseándoles
called.
a todos un feliz y próspero año nuevo.
Okay, thank you for the bilingual effort. We appreciate that.
Mike,
Thanks so much.
loser. Mike, the losers.
Okay.
Kevin Costner and Francis Ford Coppola. Horizon and Megalopolis were big, expensive projects that both went bust. Loser.
Yeah, and I'm a Kevin Costner fan, and I have not even watched Horizon. I haven't chosen to, waste because
because it's 2 parts.
Yeah, and it's long on both ends.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is,
it's like Wicked.
You can have a movie that gets panned. And it gets widely panned and publicly panned, and really everybody's talking about how bad it is. You can get away with that if it's short. It's like, well, I'll give it the 90 minutes. I'll give it a try. But if you've got a marathon, that 1-2 punch is difficult to overcome.
I find all the time I will not watch a movie because of its length, but then I will sit there and watch 3 episodes of an hour-long TV show.
Absolutely.
But
Most
also with the
same
movie, if you get invested, if it's, say it's a 3-hour movie experience, and you invest 60 minutes in it, you feel bad about bailing because you've already put time in it.
I'll give you an example of a long movie that is getting such buzz that it's not even in a genre I would care to watch, but Wicked is on our list for tackling that during the holiday season. I think I'm going to probably go check it out.
Are you going to watch it in 3D? Pay the extra bucks?
Do you think I really? Yeah. If there's the option, no, you wouldn't, Josh.
No.
I wouldn't either because it's not built to be a 3D movie. Movies that are designed to be 3D are great. Like I saw a rebuild of The Wizard of Oz in 3D 10 years ago, and it was clever for a few minutes, but then it's just annoying. So
okay, all right.
Yeah, I've never seen a movie worth seeing in 3D.
I think you might be right. Okay.
Not even House of Wax.
Welcome to the House of Wax. There you go. We got another phone call coming in. Hello, Mike O'Mara.
Hi, the Internet's Buzz Burbank here with a holiday greeting from all of us to each of you. We hope you have an awesome holiday and always remember the season's true message of giving and peace.
Thank you, Buzz. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and yours. That was a wild card right there. That was a big
winner, Mike.
Card.
Winner Taylor Sheridan.
Oh, yeah. And deservedly so. 100%.
Even though he lost Costner off Yellowstone, Yellowstone finished strong and Landman debuted. So good year for him.
Oh, and the guy, look, he is a legitimate triple threat, actor, director, producer, quadruple threat, writer as well. The writing starts everything for him. He writes his own stuff, and it's awesome. Lioness, Landman, Yellowstone, the Mayor Show. What's the other one? The
Rob Mayer Show.
Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah. Mayor of Kingstown.
I thought Lioness was about my dog, but it turns out it's Lioness.
Lioness.
Yes, Mike, there's some accusations that Taylor Sheridan is why you're becoming more conservative.
That absolutely
makes sense.
May be true. And by the way, I think people perceive me being more conservative, not being as vocal,
not being angry.
I am still in the post-apocalyptic my team, But
now
and by the way,
for big oil.
Yeah, they are very on Landman, very pro fossil fuels on that. But at the same time, they will go in another direction periodically as well. So I don't know. I'm not sure whether Taylor Sheridan can be pigeonholed, but there is a lot of pop culture now that is skewing right, and I think it's very difficult not to be affected by that. So for anybody that's concerned that I might be going too far, to that team a little bit, hey, let's send a big shout out to all the powers that be that won the election. Really good for the stock market. A-holes.
Funny you should bring that up, Mike. Loser.
Yes.
The Joe Biden, Kamala Harris celebrity cheer squad. People that backed the Democratic campaign, and it didn't really pay off.
Like Clooney.
Clooney is
Clooney involved in that?
Well, I mean, there's I think most of Hollywood.
Yeah. It ain't like they're not going to not get paychecks. They're going to continue to make their pop culture. They, and I'm in that category. You know what team I rooted for. And right now I'm in I would describe it as a head in the sand mode. Where I'm really, however, I did like the haircut.
New haircut?
No,
haircut's nice.
Silly. We got a phone call coming in right now. Hello, Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi, this is the Money Man. That's right, Eddie Money.
No, you got to do it all over again. We got to edit that out. That was a bad production error.
I would like to apologize to everyone listening, and I hope
give it to me. Are you going to give me 1 ring or 2 rings?
I will give you 1 ring, and I apologize. I hope this didn't sour your holidays.
Not at all. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Hello?
No, it hasn't rung yet.
I did that on purpose.
You're an ass.
Play the thing anyway.
Okay,
we don't have
go.
to edit that out. Not unnecessary. Yeah, hello.
Hi, this is the Money Man. That's right, Eddie Money. Wishing you and yours a very, very happy holiday. And some peace and out time for the new year.
Happy holidays.
That's right. Mike, winner. Joe Rogan and podcast disruptors that really did figure into the results of the election this year, I think. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think new media is a winner. And here's the haircut.
Okay, let's.
Oh, that looks great.
Wow. Wowzy woo woo.
Now, can we bring that up a second? Just again?
The
when he
haircut's
got
nice. The rest.
I want to see the time. Unfortunately, the golf shirt, the white golf shirt that he wears. That's interesting. That's an interesting look.
Should those pants be a little higher? I'm just trying to figure it out.
I wish. You know what? I said this to somebody yesterday. The coverage of this gentleman.
Yes.
The 24/7, 365 degree, 365 days of the year coverage.
Yeah.
We can get a better, clearer picture of that.
Right.
Isn't it? I looked online yesterday. Carla calls me. I'm at Happy Valley. She said, "Did you see it?" I said, "What?" The picture of Trump's haircut. I said, "No." So I'm sitting there in a golf cart going, and then it's like, oh, blurry.
Maybe
It's
he's
just
like
stunning.
he might be like half vampire, and he can't.
There
be
he is
photographed.
posing for it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it with the regular red tie blue suit.
He looks like every picture I've seen. You've showed me 3 pictures, Josh. He always looks pissed off that he got the haircut. Like, do you think someone snuck up on him?
I want to see him with his uniform.
Right. That's the only picture is him walking into the club that way.
Right.
That's all that's out there as far as the new haircut.
And I'm gonna go. People get. I don't care if you get pissed off at me. It might work. It might be better than the other one. I want to see what's happening up on top.
Mike, just because it's better than the last one doesn't mean it's working.
I get it. All
right. Winner, everyone involved with the Penguin. Have you watched that miniseries?
I haven't yet. I plan to on the holiday. Josh recommended it strongly.
I did.
Robert
check it
has
out.
watched it twice in its entirety.
I haven't even seen it, so I don't know if I recommended it.
Oh, you didn't? Somebody recommended. Who
it.
recommended it? Somebody was talking about how good it was.
Was it Bob Kane who called you, the creator?
I don't know.
Of Batman?
I've heard good things about it.
You said nice things about it. I thought.
Not from me.
I've watched maybe 10 minutes of it.
A buddy of mine probably not on the show. I see. I think sometimes that discussing pop culture is exclusive to the show, and it's not. So somebody recommended it. That's a friend of mine. So maybe that's me recommending it.
Or maybe it was Michael.
No, it was a guy that I play golf with. It was not Millsy. Nope. I'll check it out, though.
All right.
And there you go. You get that from me, not Josh. Hello?
Hi, this is Anne Murray wishing all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
She's Canadian, you know.
She's a ghost, too. She's dead.
I don't think she is. I think Anne Murray's with us, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, Anne. My bad.
I'm sorry, Anne.
My bad.
Mike, a loser said. The losers were involved with Joker, Folie à Deux, the Joker sequel with Lady Gaga that seemed to go under the radar as fast as anything could happen. So.
Man, it was a
Anne Murray is 79 years old.
God bless her. Bless her pea-picking heart.
And, Mike, our final winner and loser.
I'm ready.
You were just channeling Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Oh.
That's who said that.
Really? Oh, pea-picking heart. Yeah, that's Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes.
One of your favorites growing up, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A winner and a loser, Mike. Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. A winner because what? Just
because
being
her
Beyonce?
album, Cowboy Carter debuted at #1, her country crossover album.
Yeah, no CMA awards, though.
But a loser because the sales dropped off quickly and the album was snubbed by the CMAs. So
yeah, it got snubbed. And then, of course, the revolutions about Jay-Z.
Right. The biggest loser of the year is P. Diddy and Jay-Z.
Yeah, 100%.
I would think they're pretty high up there.
Yeah, the Hollywood Reporter smoking crack, in my opinion, really. But
I'm
I didn't blow
pretty
it up.
sure it's just one guy, Mike.
Yeah, one guy sitting out there in his own issue, just typing away on an
Yeah.
old, tiny, ancient Mr. Potter typewriter.
Sitting right next to Perez Hilton.
Yes. Oh, my God, whatever happened to that dude, right? He's no longer.
Still modeling, I think.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We'll come back with some beautiful video. You are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa. This program sponsored by one of my all-time favorites. I love them. You will too. Liquid IV. This season, give yourself the gift of hydration. Man, I knocked out a lot. It was warm here in South Florida yesterday, and I was down in the Liquid IV. Whether you forget to take a sip of water during the office holiday party or start feeling parched after a long day of travel or hosting, keep Liquid IV on hand to stay hydrated through the holidays. You know that I love it. I show it to you every day, drinking out of my little red cup or my big red cup. I drink it every day. It's fantastic. It's the best. Keeps me going. Whether you get regular or sugar-free, you can choose from about 1 million flavors, 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients. And always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Don't you think you need it? You do. The dry air of winter will dehydrate you before you know it. Liquid IV to the rescue. Like a full packet of Liquid IV and my thick, rich, heavy, creamy eggnog. A hydrated Christmas is a Merry Christmas. Tear, pour, live more. Liquid IV, 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates you better than water alone. Stay hydrated through the holidays with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code TMOS at checkout. That's the best deal you'll find. 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com. Leave some out for the fat man. He's sick of milk.
He is sick of milk, Mike.
Put it right next to the cookies. Play your little video.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Say it and win, Mike. Have your ordinance ready. I'm not sure if I like this one or not, but it has to do with the fact you have to imagine on this parody record that Jesus Christ's birth is being told to you as an action
You want to
film.
start that again?
No,
what are you saying?
I'm pretty clear on what I'm trying to say.
Well, you're not clear in saying it. That's
All right,
the point I'm trying to make here.
You have to imagine that the birth of Christ is an action film.
Okay.
Okay. See, even clearly said, it doesn't make much sense. Here's an offering called Manger Zone.
Mary's on a mission. I'm guessing that her water broke.
Sorry, can't blow it up yet.
No one knows her infant would someday sit on heaven's throne.
Oh, okay. It's a little like...
Highway to the manger zone. Ride a donkey.
It's unique. It's unique.
It is.
It's completely unique, so but I still have to...
Okay, I understand. But you know what? What pleases me greatly is the fact that I was on the fence means that you and I are still simpatico about what parody records work and what don't.
The analysis of those type of parody records is if it's something that nobody else is doing,
right,
you got a leg up right away for that. And it was kind of Manger Zone and Danger Zone, pretty... It's just stupidly funny in my opinion.
It is funny.
Right.
Also funny, Mike, is when Cher, who is a great singer, no one is going to discount that fact, is paired up for a great duet for the holidays. And, of course, I don't know that Josh would know the name Bob Keeshan. I don't even know if Josh would know the name
Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah,
I know Captain Kangaroo.
That's Bob Keeshan. There he is. Bob Keeshan. He's loaded.
You know what? Look at that photo. Don't you think either one of those would be great haircuts for President Trump?
You know what, though?
I've met Keisha.
And always Cher.
I've never
always
met Cher
for me.
I love her.
Fantastic. Great. Well, we had a moment with her in my career, so that was fun.
I can tell you the exact date, Mike. It was the last week of August, 1989.
Really? When she called the show?
Yep. Well, she was supposed to meet you after a concert and blew you off.
Or did we blow her off?
The way you told it on the show is
I
she
thought
blew
she
you
was
off.
supposed to come on.
No, it was a meeting, and then you had your record guy force her to call into the show because she blew you off.
Okay, good. You remember it better than we do, and she called in.
She did,
hysterical.
and she was not happy.
No, but she had to. It was great.
Hey, I have tape of it. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I had the tape.
You have the tape of that? That's it. There she is. Look at Cher.
Cher looks
I like
great.
her as a redhead. I think that's good.
I like when she shows her cans. Okay.
I love it. I have that dress.
Mike, let's get Christmassy. You want to?
Okay, let's do it.
Cartons of camels are sure to please. Besides, they look so handsome under Christmas trees. So easy to give.
It's Santa Claus, and also, Mike, I think it might be Thurl Ravenscroft. Listen again. I think it could be the voice of the Grinch and Tony the Tiger. Let's take it from the front. Trees.
Very, very, and you're talking about the guy that sings the song.
Mm.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't you love the
Cigarettes.
notion of the fact you could give a carton of cigarettes because it said on it, Merry Christmas?
Yes. Why did the whole country die of cancer? That's why, ladies and gentlemen.
I only once smoked a Camel with no filters. And
I
afterwards,
probably did too.
I had to sit down. That's a strong smoke right there.
That's the way Frank used to do Lucky's, no filter.
I can't.
Yeah.
God bless you. Billie Eilish. You know, I've got a little bit of a crush on her. I think she's very talented. I have all of her albums, and it's something that you can't really say about a modern artist anymore.
A little pervy, don't you think, Josh? Just a little bit.
I don't think so.
There's something about her. She's so young. You know, it's just.
Well, she's not young anymore.
Okay. Well,
she's still younger.
She's not 90 or anything like that,
Well,
or
then
even
no-
your age.
No, well, Mike.
Isn't she young? Isn't she like in the 20s, early 20s?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would think like 24.
Yeah, but that's
let's
like,
see.
you know, about the age Carla was, right?
Oh, I was in my 40s though.
She is 23.
Mike, people don't see age. People see love. That's what people
Okay.
see
All
because
right,
it's the
just go
holidays.
ahead.
Anyway,
Go ahead, you prick.
every day for 6 years, the same day, she has done an interview with Vanity Fair on video.
Hey,
and
Rob,
it's really, yes?
Put your hand up after that comment
Okay.
about Carla's age. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
There
There you go. Wrap presents with that over the holidays.
That's my
All
writing hand.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go
That's
ahead.
all right. Here is Billie Eilish over the past 6 years. This is really cool to me to have this time capsule.
Once again, like it happens every year, I thought I had more time. And then it's October 18th. Again.
My name is Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. I'm Billie Eilish.
For
I'm
8
looking at all the
years.
frozen years past. Love you all. I'm Billie Eilish.
I think it's October 18th.
It's October 18th.
October
18th.
I'm 15.
16.
17.
18.
19.
20.
21.
I'm 22. This is the first year in my life that I keep forgetting how old I am.
Oh, yesterday was her birthday.
Oh, how cool. Well,
And
I think it's-
I think she's lovely and
Talented.
a really original talent. Absolutely.
Now, speaking of Christmas music, which we were, do you like the mashups that involve Christmas music and something else that isn't Christmas music? I do. And this guy mashes records together, and he got a challenge, and he wasn't sure he could do it, but amazingly, he pulled it off.
Mash up Feliz Navidad and Smells Like Teen Spirit. I don't know. Those are both recorded without a metronome, so they're not going to line up perfectly. Plus, they're a tritone apart, so I'm going to have to transpose Smells Like Teen Spirit down. Then it'll just be more grungy.
No. No.
It also
No,
sat
they're
wrong
doing it.
with me just because I feel that they bent the music too much. I think it's clever. I'm glad he made it work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it on Rob Radio. This
No, I
Christmas
don't
Eve
think
and
so.
Christmas
I
Day.
don't think you know. There's so much out there. By the way, I am getting inundated, and I didn't want to bring too many to the show, but the Elvis Presley shreds are just continuing, and they always make me laugh. They really,
I love
really
it.
do.
He continues to entertain many years after his death.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, in elementary school, when you would go to the one room and there was the big stove in the middle, and all the grades, kindergarten through sixth grade, were all in the one
Yeah,
room
the
schoolhouse
neat
with
thing
you.
about that school with the stove is we had better internet than your house.
Oh, have I been bad today?
Just now. It's been fine.
Oh,
it
come on,
just
you're
happened
killing
now.
me. You're
It
killing
just
me.
happened now, but I could not resist. Yay.
Mike, yay, everybody, yay. Did you ever lose anything in school?
Yeah, lots of stuff in my lunch a couple of times. Huh? I want to tell you. There you go.
It's funny you should say lunch. This lady lost her Heathcliff lunchbox 40 years ago. And guess what?
What?
They got it back to her.
God bless her.
During work at Fairview Elementary, a Roanoke City Schools plumber found this Heathcliff lunchbox tucked away inside a pipe chase. The school division was able to identify its owner from a tag inside with
Tracy
the name
Druin.
Tracy Drain and was
Drain.
able to get in touch with her.
I think it's amazing. Like I said, if I would have been the person that found it, I would have put it on eBay. It was finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
You know what's funny is even though she lost her lunchbox, she didn't seem to miss lunch.
And, well, there was a tuna sandwich in there, and she took a big old bite of it, actually.
Tracy Drain. How you doing, Tracy Drain?
This is not the best tuna I've ever had.
And I think we've talked. Let's close with this, Mike, as we do our final regular show of the year. Wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
People say, and we've complained that dads are often discounted when it comes to gift giving. We're looped into grads for Father's Day, and the traditional Christmas suggestion list for a man, it really doesn't show like a lot of effort was put into it.
Gift guides for men always make it seem like they're for men that have just spawned in
like it's their first day on planet Earth, things like a water bottle, a wallet, a jacket, perhaps some underwear.
Yep.
I saw one that was like saying, like, every man needs a good razor. I'm like, is he new here? Like,
I love you. I love her. I love her. That is
so
a beautiful
true,
girl to put up on, and that's a beautiful message. Man, I wish I wish I had a person that would think of me like that.
Mike, you know what you need
special
for Christmas? A wallet.
Yeah. Well, the one that from a former sponsor is beginning to show its age a little bit.
Mine, I've gone back to leather. I like the cow.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if they come back on, you'll get another one.
100%, Mike. I will
100%.
wear that.
That's
I'll
right.
use
Listen,
that
everybody,
wallet.
be safe. Thank you for your wonderful support of the show. Continue to support us with your bonus show subscriptions, and please feel free to hop on and get one of our many, many items that we have curated for you. Thanks to Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for everything you do for me.
Plenty of content still coming out.
Yes, we have content coming out, mini shows, all sorts of stuff. Rob Radio, your holidays will be filled with us, so get it all at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Merry Crimble, happy holidays, happy New Year. We'll see you after the new year. For Rob Spiewak and Josh Soroka, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for everything. Merry Christmas.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. You know, more.
It is all fun and games until someone gets herpes. It is all fun and games until someone gets herpes.
What the flip was Grandma doing at the sand dunes?